percussion sticks.
Yeah.
We should do the music. We should get like a little band together, a trio, and we just get all the music by our vocals.
Yeah?
That'd be really cool.
Oh, by vocal. Oh, that would be be interesting.
We could sing like Titanic, My Heart Will Go On and stuff.
I played that on a cruise ship once at a talent show, which was kind of ironic and
You sang
funny.
it?
So no, played it, piano.
Oh, did you really? You can play piano?
Yeah.
You and Kibbles are like so talented, and I'm like this guy that I played clarinet in 8th grade. That's what I have. That's it, man.
They all know this. I used to be a competitive piano player.
Were you really?
Yeah. I was the only U.S. representative to Missouri Southern International Piano Competition, stuff like that. So.
Did you like
at one point
play in piano bars and stuff? And like.
No.
You should have, because those guys. They get a lot of love, man. And I mean, like, hugs and stuff, not like women.
No, of course.
But, like, oh, my gosh.
Yes, just all the hugs. No. I had the easiest job ever in high school, though. I taught piano.
Yeah.
When all my friends were working, like, minimum wage jobs, flipping burgers and things like that for $5.25 an hour, I was making $20 an hour teaching kids piano.
That is amazing. I'm so jealous of you. Like,
I only had to work 5 hours a week in high school, of course, because $100 a week was all, a high school kid needed. And I made more money than my friends who were working 20-hour-a-week part-time jobs.
Gosh. All these casters, man, they're all so skilled, and I'm like, I've got nothing, man. I can't even put a computer together correctly without breaking it or something. Gosh.
Oh, I love putting computers together.
I love it. It took me 4 hours to do it, but I love it. But jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I should not have played Halo for all my high school career. Jeez. All right, guys. Well, hopping into the game here, we're in the bottom left corner. We got Yonghwa. Very far top right corner as well. We're going to have Tails going back to his respective color.
Yes. So he's orange again. So you predict he's going to win this then, I assume?
Tails?
Because he's
orange.
orange.
He's got this game. He's
okay.
orange, man.
All right, we're rooting for him. We want to see game 3. We don't want to see this be a 2-0 anyway.
That's where he draws his power from.
Yonghwa decides to actually fall back on the build that he started against Vampire, which was the early first gas and then going into a second gas a little bit later after that. Now, we saw 2 different variations of this, though, so I'm not sure if it's going to be the quick 3 on each gas. It looks like he is holding off that for a while, so if we remember correctly, he actually ended up going Robo 4 gates into an expand build.
Yep.
And it was on this map, too.
Yeah, we actually have Tails going for a little bit more of a later guess. Does he have 3 actually on the first one?
Nope,
just 2. He has 2. So, wow, interesting. He might actually want to get an Nexus set really, really quickly, which is really iffy on this map. The rush distance is pretty small. I mean, you have a couple of things that slow you down a little bit. The rocks, and of course, walking across the middle of the map being safe. But getting that guess a little bit later, that's interesting. We'll see what he goes with it.
All right, so Tails going to check around his base, just make sure that there's nothing cheesy going on. We have seen that Yonghwa has a propensity for placing random probes across the map. Propensity for placing probes. I love the alliteration. Anyway, and Yonghwa is he saving up any Chrono Boost? He is. That's actually quite a bit of Chrono Boost now, so we'll see what this gets directed to here in just a bit.
Yeah, we'll see what he stops his probe count on as well. It's a pretty big deal. Oh, going straight into a Twilight Council here. So, Blink play is actually really good on this map because of that third, of course. Yeah. A lot of harassment available. You get the Observer out. Observer play, very important. And yeah, there we go. Actually, Tails going for that Nexus as well really quickly. So, actually, against Blink Stalkers, this is okay. Yeah. But it really stresses your multitasking, and it really forces you to pay attention to where your opponent is at all times. And you also got to pay attention to your Observer. If your Observer gets sniped, it's so much harder to watch where the stalkers are coming from, so you essentially just get killed to death over and over and over again.
Right. I hate being killed to death, I tell you what.
Yeah. I guess, why would I say that? I should have said you get killed.
I know. But that's worse. It was I casted Lowell for the first time today, too. So, and James mentioned something about, he tried a cliche about, shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah. But he said they're just over there shooting themselves. And I was like, wow, okay. Well, hopefully they find support in life, because that's a bad situation to be in.
Really painful, man.
Yeah. All right, so this is a total of 3 gateways now, I believe, with the robotics facility up. So 3 gateway Blink, Robo, pretty normal stuff. Could even tack on the 4th gateway as we move along, if he wants to go super all in with this. But Yonghwa's going to have a lot of cliff line to work with here. It's going to make it pretty easy to jump up and try and do some damage. Now, the nice thing that Tails has going for him, though, is that he doesn't have any exposed probes, buildings all over the place where it's very easy to position stalkers behind, pick off a pylon, move to another part of the base, pick off probes, move to another part of the base, and do damage. Yonghwa's going to have to concentrate all his forces in one specific area.
Yeah, everything's very compact for Tails. He'll want to, after he gets his Nexus established and gets units out, start putting pylons on the edges there, because he wants to see when the Blinking Stalkers do come in and he can respond quickly to it. But yeah, you're right. His build right now is really safe for him. He's got that the robotics facility out so he can start pumping out Immortals. He's going to go for an Observer now, but he has a lot of Chrono Boost saved on his main as well, so he's able to just get out Immortals as fast as possible. And here goes Yonghwa moving across the middle of the map.
Yeah, and this is actually a really nice moment for Yonghwa to move out too, because Tails is sending out that first Observer, but of course it's going to cut right through nothing.
Okay, is he going to see this one on the side? He sees the puts the pylon down right in front of him.
Stop that.
Yeah, stop that.
Turn around. Oh, he sees all of them. Please be paying attention. No, Tails. Ah. All right, well, he doesn't see that, and this is going to be a lot of Blink Stalkers.
All right, so he's going to see these Stalkers. He sees a huge number of Stalkers, too, and that just kind of yells, okay, Blink is coming. He's looking for an Observer. He got a second Observer out as well, so that's going to help him in terms of watching out for that Observer. And you see the dance, man? This dance is so hard to pull off in Blink Stalker. But oh my gosh,
he
no!
got it!
No, Yonghwa moves straight into the main, and now probes are going to be killed.
That is a disaster. Yes, killed to death in the worst possible way. I always like to say murder people in half, but I don't know. Anyway, so Yonghwa now can just good Blink Micro here, making sure he drops his back one at a time, inflicts as much damage as he can upon his opponent, and still has his Observer somewhere. Looks like it's just floating over the main for now, or the natural for now.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he pulled down too many uses of the natural so he can blink through the main again, and he does go straight for the Immortal. There are a couple of Zealots here, so they're nice in terms of putting out a lot of damage, but not enough Zealots to prevent that blink straight in, and now we just have Yonghwa just kind of outplaying Tails at the moment. Losing that first Observer is so important.
And look at this control, too. I mean, he's lost almost no Stalkers. Backs out. Going to sit there, regen their shields, and jump back in a second time here in just a bit. Now, of course, the Immortal count is starting to grow. Even with that one getting picked off, there's still 2 out there. There's still a very strong army for Tails. But he's going to need perfect positioning. And the problem is, does the power of the Blink Stalker jump in, pick off a pylon, jump into the main when the units are pulled out of position, pick off another couple probes, back out, blinking those units one at a time, and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, Yonghwa's trying his best here to do as much damage. Oh my gosh, blinking straight in such man mode here. And gonna go ahead and focus down the important units, the Stalkers. Gonna walk away from the Zealots, and Tails is just being destroyed here. Tails is trying to get to a point where he has 4 Immortals on the field, and then he can surround them with a couple of Zealots and gateway units, and then he can kind of hold this off. But Yonghwa's doing such a good job of snowballing his advantage here, just constantly killing off Immortals, keeping that count low, and just popping in and doing more damage here and there. He's poked off, what, 8, 9 probes? So much.
That was an interesting maneuver right there from Yonghwa. I think he was trying to bait those forces back just a little bit because he used a full blink to actually get up there and not really do much damage at all. Grabs a couple of Zealots on his way out. I think he lost maybe one Stalker there, but still, look at the incredible micro. Just really trading cost effectively, and now even has a couple Zealots of his own to tank damage and force his opponents and zone him out a little bit.
So beautifully well done, man. This is how you do Blink Stalkers right. You even get Zealots in front now, so those Zealots can't get on the Stalkers. He can just stand there and pelt away on them. Moving forward, if he kills this Nexus, Tails essentially might just GG out. He's putting a lot of pressure here, and now he's going to have a chance to maybe even go straight into the main once again. Is his Observer? I don't know where it went. Anyway, he's going to blink straight in, go straight for the Immortals right away, and they will both and 3 all die.
Yeah, all 3 dead, and just a couple of Zealots left now. A few more are trying to warp in, but Yonghwa, look at that. His blink is now refreshed. He's keeping up his control once again. The last couple of Zealots are about to die for Tails, and ladies and gentlemen, there is another Immortal out, but all the supply is pretty much in probes at this stage of the game for Tails. He doesn't have any army to speak of whatsoever. Did he try warping around the side? I don't see anything. He just has that Observer sitting there.
Yep, no Observer. Oh man, there goes that next. This will be going down, and now Tails is severely behind here. Not wanting to really give up. He is 56 to 51 supply, so that's okay. It's mostly in those Immortal counts that constantly keep being killed off. And he also has a lot of Zealots here, but as seen by Yonghwa, he has a lot of mobility here just to dance around them and prevent them from doing any damage. He just, oh my gosh, even supply blocks them as well.
Yep, Tails is supply blocked. He does have enough resources to put something down, but until he does so, the only way that he's going to be able to produce new units is if his units die, and they're going to die in spades. So, last couple of Immortals fall, just a handful of gateway units remaining. Yonghwa, with his great control once again, will be able to pull these back individually to make sure that he takes as little damage as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Yonghwa is going to take this qualifier. There's GG. Tails goes down. Yonghwa wins the IPL 6 International Qualifier.
Kevin's like the anti-Artosis. He's called the last 2 times I've casted with him who's going to win. Yeah, man, Yonghwa here, taking it out. Man, you got it down. You're like a...
Yeah, I do.
You're a pro StarCraft 2 commentator. Take some lessons from this guy. Plays piano, everything. Jeez. Well, congratulations to Yonghwa, guys. Really well played. Just on point today. That's what it seemed like. He was just ready for everything.
All right. Well, he really was. The coolest part, too, was that he clearly mixed up his strategies. We saw him in the set against Tails. He went for an expand first build, then he ended up going for an aggressive Blink Stalker build. In the set against Vampire, he mixed heavy aggression in with knowing when to expand at the right time. So very cool stuff and a well-deserved win for Yonghwa.
Well, guys, that's going to be it for us today on Friday. We'll be back Monday with Creator versus Gumio. It's going to be really, really sick. Not sure who's quite casting that. I'm going to try and hope that I can do it because it's going to be really good. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Don't forget to pick up your tickets to our DICE event in 2 weeks at go.ign.com/DICEIPL. Free tickets at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. You guys can see Caronte Lucifron, Acer Scarlet, Zubu Violet, and Grubby compete for $10,000 live in person again in Las Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel on February 7th. Free tickets at go.ign.com/DICEIPL, and you get a free ticket to IPL 5 when you show up to the event. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll catch you later.
Hello guys, this is Adrian Harris with your IPL StarCraft 2 Daily News for January 20.